right, so another big spot for this high-level wrestler here tonight, and the opposition knows what's coming, but more often than not in the UFC, they've been unable to stop.
It's because since a little boy, he spent his life on the wrestling mats. And even though you start to prepare for it late, you cannot match his ability to train, his ability to focus. The idea that once he gets a hold of you, it only ends with him in top position. It does not matter if he has to get a high crotch. It does not matter if he needs to get a single leg or a double leg. The purpose is to get you to the floor, and he has been trained his entire life to do just that. Yeah, you put it well. He's got a lot of throws and takedowns and trips in his arsenal, and he'll try to put them to good use in this matchup here tonight. So here we go, another huge fight, and let us focus on this outstanding striker. A lot of people felt like he could have gone the professional boxing realm. Your thoughts on him coming in here tonight? Yeah, very few boxers of this caliber have this amount of success inside the octagon, because the reality is this: he fights in a boxing stance. His legs are pretty wide. He does a good job of rolling his shoulders, but he also is able to stay upright. It's very rare that a guy possesses this skill set and can defend the takedowns. He's a tremendous boxer. He's developed good takedown defense. When he's at his best, he is standing with his feet apart, popping the jab, and using everything behind that jab. You are absolutely right, and he has found that striking flow state pretty early throughout his UFC career. Game has slowed down for him a little bit defensively, seeing things well. We'll see how he handles this matchup tonight. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the ex-murderer, Wanderlei, Silva!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so we get another look at Tito Ortiz here, and it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches this fight stylistically. A lot of advantages, at least on paper, for a prime Tito Ortiz coming up. Takedown defense holds up. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking group. I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively. Great timing on that double leg. Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Ortiz. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively. Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do? You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent onto you or pull him down to close the space. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent. Oh, elbow strike landed by Silva. He passed the half guard.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. Great shots from the top position. He's got to be careful here.
Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done.
Beautiful body kick. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio. And look at him attack in the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish. He's bridging.
Oh, no way, he got out!
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable. Using a lot of good movement.
So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. Huge shot there. Changes levels now.
Elbow deep, takes it. What a high-impact takedown that was.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Relentless pressure from the top by Ortiz.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Tito's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Silva's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. And very effective with the ground and pound. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cup. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his... Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, that looks tight. Good is that as he gets out.
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will.
He gets to the single collar time. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Referee took a look at the ringside position after yet another blow hit right on that previously targeted spot. Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. Under a minute to go in the round.
Nice strike.
Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Takedown attempt late, and it's good. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots going. Round 3 next. All right, well, that's the end of the round, so the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling out of that cut there. You got to think maybe at some point they call the doctor in, and if he doesn't like what he sees, maybe they stop this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Throws the left hand.
Nice uppercut.
Silva's cheek is just pouring blood all over his face, all over the canvas. That gash is terrible, so bad, we might even get a stoppage here. We'll see. Now the hammer fist here by Ortiz. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do. Nice.
All right, side control now. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Tito.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go. I mean, these wrestling transitions are beautiful. These guys are really getting after it.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ortiz. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Silva's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside position between rounds.
Oh, in the mouth.
Making all these shots count. Fighters back to their feet here. Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3.
Beautiful strike. It would serve him good to throw more of those. Throw him idle.
Right on the button.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look at him to glare on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
Clinch work. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him.
Oh, submission attempt here.
He's fighting. He wants this badly. That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, great submission defense. Final seconds of round 3. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool. And I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Big shot to the head.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Takedown defense holds up. Tito's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now.
And look at the post on the opposite side to give himself the correct space to land these beautiful knees. Oh, he's in the clinch. Yeah. Oh, brilliant tree.
Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by Tito. Slips to avoid the right. Punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got to get very back.
this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that. Look at him, he's setting up a choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
His arm triangle is looking pretty tight. He's got it locked in. He's got to clear the guard, drop his chest, and get the finish.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition.
Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous.
Gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent very bad with him. That was Randy Clean.
Well, that overhand, big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but both tough, both durable, both unwilling to take a step backward. What a phenomenal fight.
Oh, big left hook there. 20 down, 5 to go. All right, the round is over. Gut check time for him now. You see the cut on his cheek has gotten really, really bad. And even though it's not affecting his vision, if it gets any worse, the doctor will be called in. And I can assure you, he's going to have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, fifth and final round. Silva gets caught by that straight punch, beautifully landed by the opposition. Nice hook. Ortiz is bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, looks like he's setting up for a finish here.
Yup, that guillotine's deep. You better protect your neck when you're fighting this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to...
Oh, he's out!
Right down.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Silva's got his head looking for a guillotine. Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
He's out again. Oh, nice elbow. He passes to half guard.
Ortiz is looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground. Setting up for an unlock now. Oh, that's tight. You gotta be kidding me. He gets out of danger again.
Once again, he gets his arm out. Great submission defense.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the field.
Yeah, they're back on their... Oh, my goodness!
Unbelievable. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Oh, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, the ex-murderer, Wanderlei Silva!
So Wanderlei Silva gets his hand raised here tonight. This is a fighter who has made a career of not just winning, but entertaining fight fans along the way. And this was vintage Wanderlei Silva here tonight.